Hi guys, Sam from Anthus Makes. So I had a lovely weekend. I hope you did too. Thank you for coming by and seeing me again, to all my regulars and all my newbies. I am still getting close to my 500, still a little way to go, but we're getting ever closer as the days go by. And I thought I would just pop on and show you a book that I bought a few weeks ago now. I haven't actually managed to sit down and do a book look regarding this book, but I thought that it might be of interest to some of you. It does involve pink, and I know there are a lot of you out there that are not pink fans, but there could be a twist to it also. So, you know how it is, you go down the rabbit hole of looking at crochet things, whether it be patterns or yarn or notions and things. And whenever I go onto Amazon, I always look at bits and pieces relating to crochet, because obviously that is why I'm here. That is what my channel's all about. And I'm always looking for new and interesting things to share with you guys. So I came across this book and I absolutely fell in love with it. And I've not made anything from this book yet, but I do plan to in the future. And what I love about it is that it's 26 patterns to crochet for comfort, gratitude and charity. Now, I have in the past always tried to do what I can for charity. I really do believe that, you know, if you can do something to help those, you know, less fortunate than yourselves or more in need of yourself, then the warm fuzzy feeling you get from it is the biggest payoff that you could ever wish for. I personally haven't been touched by the charity that this book actually was designed to support. But, you know, I have known people in my life who have gone through it. And disclaimer, if this is something close to your heart and you may find upsetting, then I do apologise. It is to do with breast cancer. So obviously, if you have experienced a journey with this horrible, horrible disease, then maybe you should switch off and just watch other videos of mine. I would never want to trigger anyone or upset anyone, but I bought this book in order to help the breast cancer charity and maybe bring some awareness to those that would like to support a charity, even if it's just by making the patterns from the book itself. So the book was originally published in Canada, and it's by Janet Refelt. I hope I said her name right. And like I said, it's Crochet Pink, 26 patterns to crochet for comfort, gratitude and charity. And inside, all of the projects and the pictures of the projects are in pink, because obviously it is to bring awareness of those that have been impacted by breast cancer. We'll go through it. I'll show you some of the things that you can make. It is a lovely, lovely book. It gives you, you know, the obligatory getting started, some of the substituting for a different yarn if the yarn isn't available anymore, spiffy tools, I quite like that. You know, and other things like stitch markers and row counters and tape measures, all the notions and things that you're going to need, any special instructions and stitches as well. And then it goes through how to do some of the stitches mentioned in the patterns, which is quite nice little refresher if you don't do those stitches often. And now I'm just going to show you a few of the patterns that are in this book. They are absolutely beautiful and a lot of them are very elegant. And I just thought you might like to see what's included in this book. So this is the Ripples and Lace Stole. Gorgeous photographs. So again, that's the Ripples and Lace Stole. And I think that's very beautiful. And then we've got the Petals of Hope shawl. Very, very pretty. That would be lovely in spring. and we're coming into spring. So there's that one. These are all obviously crochet patterns. And then you've got the beautiful sunrise shawl. Nice picture of that one there. And so there's that one. And then you've got the whimsical boa. Now I probably wouldn't ever make this because I wouldn't have an occasion or a use for it, but some of you out there might. You might like the uniqueness of it and the different look that it gives to dress up an outfit. And then there's the rose star scarf, and I really like this one. The stitch in this one is absolutely beautiful. And look how it just dresses up that very simple, elegant outfit that she's wearing. So there's that one. And then you've got the pineapples in silk scarf. You see the pineapples in the middle of the scarf there. So this is quite a lacy, dressy scarf. And then there's an infinity cowl. And again, this is quite a lacy, open stitch cowl. But it's very pretty. I like the little bits of green and purple in this one. This one's quite spring, summer also. Gorgeous models in this book. My goodness gracious. Now, this is what's featured on the front. I absolutely fell in love with that on the front. And this is something that I would like to try at something in the, you know, at some point in the future. And this is the gossamer lace jacket. There's another photo of this gorgeous lady wearing it here. Isn't that just gorgeous? So dainty and elegant. Really beautiful. So like I said, a lot of pink, and I know a lot of you don't like pink. This is the textured vest, just as an extra layer. And that one's quite pretty. And then you've got the versatile chemo shrug. So obviously, chemo being the treatment that you get, you know, if you're suffering with cancer. And that's super, super pretty. It doesn't have to be worn just because you're having treatment. That can be worn even if you're not having treatment. I love the cute little buttons on that one. I don't know if you can see. They're hearts. And there is a better picture here, but I don't want to show you the pattern. So can you see those buttons with the hearts? Aren't they cute? So there's that one. And then we've got the Wandering Rib Neck Cozy and Wrist Warmers. Now these are quite glamorous. I like these. Love the wooden buttons on those. And then there's a Suri alpaca beret and fingerless mitts. Doesn't she just look absolutely beautiful in those? Trying not to get the sun. There we go. Look at that. Isn't she gorgeous? Wow. And then this is my indoor hat. This isn't something I would wear. This isn't my style, but it might be what some of you like. So there's one in this colour, which is more of a lilac in my opinion. But then again, there is another picture there in pink. So there's that one. Fabulous felted hat with brim. Again, I'm not a hat wearer, but I can imagine people do like to wear this sort of thing. So that one's been felted, which gives it another different look and a different texture. Never tried felting myself. This is the seed stitch headband and mittens. There we go. Lovely, lovely. These are the cashmere fingerless gloves or gauntlets. So a longer glove. Aren't they lovely? Super pretty. And then you've got peekaboo lace or knot socks. So some crochet socks there. They would be nice on a cold winter's evening when you sat watching the telly and your feet are a little bit nippy if you haven't got any slippers. And then you've got ballet style slippers. These are quite cute. I like these. Aren't they pretty? And that one has actually got a button with the ribbon for breast cancer on there. And then you've got a trio of face cloths. Now these are super pretty. Face cloths are always needed, always a necessity, and you've got some quite pretty ones there. And then we have got face cloth and hand towel. So there's a nice set there, would make a lovely gift for somebody. Very, very pretty. I like that one. And then you've got a Mark of Elegance bookmark. So if you know somebody who's an avid reader, another lovely little gift there. Look how intricate and lacy and just dainty gorgeous that is. And I love how they've put the ribbons with the little rosebuds on the end of that one. What a gorgeous bookmark. And then we've got the Cuddle Me pillow. Everyone always needs a pillow sometimes, whether it's for comfort or, you know, just to give a squish. And then you've got a coffee cup and travel mug cozies. So for your mug at home and for your travel mug when you're out and about. They're lovely. I like how they've hooked it over the handles on this mug. That's very pretty. And obviously a button as well. So they're super lovely. And then you've got the Divine Comfort Throw. Now this one looks super squishy and comfortable. Look at that one. It looks like a marshmallow. Very lovely. Would be nice if you sat outside on a spring or summer's evening and you get a little bit nippy. And then you've got the Variation on a Theme throw. Again, that's quite lovely. And she's wearing the slippers also. Very, very lovely. And then we've got the striped tote. And that one's super lovely also. Would make a lovely big size bag. Could dress it up or down depending on how you're going to use it. And that's it for the patterns. They've then got a section for the sorry about that. Abbreviations for the stitches. And then, right, okay, so this is what I meant by the twist. So this book was obviously designed for recognising those impacted by breast cancer, and the colour for breast cancer is pink. But there is a page here, and I found this, I don't know if fascinating is the right word, and I don't want to come across as disrespectful, but I didn't realise that there was a different colour for different cancer charities. And it gives you a whole list here of all the different colours. So any of the projects in this book, you could just change for a different colour to represent a different type of cancer. So maybe you've had a friend or a loved one that's battled this awful, awful disease, and you wanted to give them a lovely gift, a pattern in this book. You can actually coordinate it to the colour of that type of cancer. So, for example, bladder cancer is marigold blue and purple. They have got a generic all cancer survivors, which are lavender. Brain cancer is grey. Breast cancer pink. Childhood cancer gold. Colon cancer dark blue. Esophageal cancer periwinkle blue. Head and neck cancer is burgundy and ivory. Hodgkin's lymphoma is violet. Kidney cancer is orange. I'm sorry if I butcher this word. Leiomyosarcoma is purple. Leukemia is orange. Lung cancer is white. Lymphoma is lime green. Melanoma is black. Now, I will give you a little bit of my personal history. I have actually had and survived skin cancer. I had a malignant melanoma contained within a mole on my skin on my left shoulder. So I have actually had melanoma. So the colour for me, if I wanted, is black. I was actually diagnosed, well, I was told that I had malignant melanoma on the day of my 12th birthday, which was a massive, massive shock. It impacted my parents and my family more than it did me. Thankfully, at 12, I wasn't really aware of how horrific cancer could be or what it could mean. Just to let you know that the mole was removed, it was tested, it came back as malignant melanoma. I had to go back for another procedure where they opened up my shoulder because it was on the back here, and I do have a scar about this big on my shoulder. And obviously, because of the position of the cancerous mole, they then checked my lymph nodes in my armpit, and they did check that it hadn't spread into the breast area. Thankfully, that was all clear. It was contained in the mole itself. I went for regular checkups. I have to be super careful in the sun. I can't really get sunburn. I should wear sun cream all the time. I am the person you see on the beach who is completely covered up from head to toe. I'm not in a bikini. I'm not in a swimsuit. I'm always in long sleeve t-shirt, cargo trousers or something like that, just to remain covered up. So all I would ask is, I'm sure we don't ever intend to be judgmental, but we never know somebody else's story. And I've actually had a few people give me some funny looks when I'm on the beach and I'm basically dressed for winter or a much chillier day than what it is. I am the overheating, sweaty mess, but that is because I have been touched by cancer and I do not want to get it again or to get it even worse than I did, because I was so super lucky that it was contained to just the mole and it didn't spread anywhere else. And I would much rather be dressed in jeans and a t-shirt on a hot summer's day on the beach than in a bikini, get sunburn, have another mole turn to cancer, and then it progress into something much, much worse than I've already experienced. So please, if you see people who are dressed maybe not how you would deem appropriate for the place or the weather, there may be a significant reason as to why, and maybe keep some of your thoughts and comments, you know, internal, because you just don't know, and it can actually be upsetting for the person who hears these comments or sees these funny looks. You know, it's just not nice. Just try and be kind. You never ever know somebody else's story. So then we've got multiple myeloma, which is burgundy, ovarian cancer, which is teal, pancreatic cancer, which is purple, prostate cancer, which is light blue, testicular cancer, which is orchid, thyroid cancer, which is teal, pink and blue, and then uterine cancer, which is peach. I am sure there are many other cancers that are not included in this book, but basically what I'm saying is any patterns in this book, you can change the colour to suit whichever cancer is appropriate or wants recognition with what you're making. They also have a chart here for the different yarn weights, how to convert them, and then crochet hook sizes, metric conversions, skill levels, steel hook sizes, millimeters and stuff. And then there's a page of resources where to find some of the things you may need inside. And then acknowledgements to the contributing designers and from everyone who made this book come about and get published. And then there's a little blurb about the author here. Janet Refeld of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, has been crocheting and knitting since the age of 7. She is an instructor, designer and author. She is also the owner of Knitted Threads Designs LLC. Her work has been featured in several popular martingale publications, as well as in magazines such as Cast On, Crochet Today and Crochet ! Janet teaches on both the local and national level, and visit her at knittedthreads.com. And then there's just an overview of some of the patterns there, and there are a few on the back as well. So yes, I will put in the title of this video that it could be a trigger. It might be upsetting. I am sorry if anything contained in this video has upset you or brought back some memories you'd rather not be dredged up. But unfortunately, cancer is still a massive disease that people are fighting each and every single day. There are survivors out there, there are warriors out there, but unfortunately a lot of people do still lose their life to cancer. And I just thought that maybe some of these patterns would help you, whether as a remembrance piece if you have unfortunately lost somebody, or as a gift to someone who has had the disease, fought the battle and won, because I've had it, I fought the battle and I won too. So there we have it. That is the book that we've just had a brief look through. I will try and put in my description box a link to be able to purchase this. Yeah, I know it's a bit different, and I know it's not the typical book look that we would normally do, but I just thought it was such a great thing to highlight and let you know that there is a resource like this out there. Again, apologies if I've upset any of you. That would never ever be my intention. I love you all so much, and I would never do anything to upset or hurt you. But it is a massive fact of everyday life, unfortunately, for some, and it just needs a little bit of recognition. And to anyone out there who is battling, who is fighting for their lives, I wish you with every fibre of my being and every single drop of love in my heart that you win your battle and you get through this and you get many, many more years here with us all. To anyone who has lost anyone, my sincerest condolences and my heartfelt love to all of you. Like I said, it's affected my life. I was lucky, I survived, but there are plenty more that don't. So I get it. I'm close to tears as I'm speaking to you now, because obviously it affects all of us. And actually, just over a year ago, I lost my granddad to esophageal and kidney cancer. So yeah, we've had lots of members of my family who have lost their battle with all sorts of different types of cancers. I've had an uncle that potentially had testicular cancer, but he's still here. My mum's dad died of lung cancer. So yeah, we've had a lot of cancer within the family. So it is something that is very close to my heart, and it is very upsetting. But unfortunately, it's something that people have to live with, and books like that are just so super lovely because it goes towards raising awareness of these charities. Yeah, it also gives you the option of the different colours for the different charities and not just pink for breast cancer. So there we have it. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Thank you so much for sitting down and taking a look at this book with me. I really appreciate it. I love you all loads. I think about you guys all the time. And yeah, just wanted to give something back this time in a way of highlighting something that could be super important to some people out there. So I will see you in the next one. I will see you around the YouTube streets. And yeah, that's about it, guys. Stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your family members, get some good quality crafting time in, and I will see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye.